Hello everyone and welcome back to my class. Today in this video I will cover class 7 maths chapter number 5 lines and angle exercise 5.2. So before starting the exercise question, let me make you understood about the transversal line and parallel line. Okay, so when a transversal cut two parallel line, we have the following intersecting relationship. Okay, means when two parallel line, now you can see this line and this line is what parallel line. Okay, so when there will be one transversal, now you can see this is the transversal. Okay, when you will have this transversal, then we have some property, means we will have some pair of corresponding angle and some pair of alternative angle. Okay, so I will say I will tell you which will be the corresponding angle and which will be the alternative angle, interior angle. Okay, wait, now these two lines are parallel line, isn't it? And we can see one transversal line. Now angle 1 and angle 5 are what? Corresponding angles and equal. Angle 1 and what? Angle 1 and angle 5. Angle 1 and angle 5 are called corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are always equal. But if these two lines will be not parallel, okay, if these two lines, suppose this is one line and this is one line and this is one intersecting, so this angle 1 and this angle 5 will be not equal if the line are not parallel. Okay, but if the line are parallel, then angle 1 and angle 5 are what? Corresponding angles, and also they are equal. Now next, another again angle 3 and angle 7. This is angle 3 and this is angle 7, isn't it? Now these two angles are also what? Corresponding angle, and they are equal. Now for this another side, angle 2 and angle 6. Okay, angle 2 and angle 6 are called what? Corresponding angles, and they are equal. Then again another angle 4 and angle 8. Okay, angle 4 and angle 8 are also corresponding angles and they are equal. So for any two parallel line, when you will draw one transversal line, then there will form some corresponding angle and which will be always equal. Okay, always equal only for parallel line. Now which are corresponding angle I have already explained, isn't it? So angle 1, angle 5, these are what? Corresponding angle, isn't it? Now next, there will be some another pair of what? Alternative angles also. So alternative angle, which will be the alternative angle here? Now 3 and what? 3 and 6. Okay, this angle 3 and angle 6 will be alternate angle, and alternate angle are also always equal. Now again angle 4 and angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 5 are also what? Angle 4 and angle 5 are also alternative angle. These are called what? Alternative angle and equal. Okay, alternative angle, corresponding angle. You have to remember this. Now again one more very important is each pair of interior angles on the same sides of transversal. Now on the same sides of transversal, now if this is transversal, then these are what? In the same sides, isn't it? These are in the same sides. So same sides of transversal are what? Supplementary angle. Okay, supplementary angle means what? 180 degree. That means you can see these two are in the same sides, and it is said what? Interior. Okay, only for the interior, not for the exterior. Okay, now which are interior? Angle 3 and angle 5, they are what? Interior angle on the same sides of the transversal. Okay, same sides of the transversal. That means angle 3 plus angle 5 will be 180 degree, and for the another side interior angle, which are interior angle? Angle 4 and angle 6. Okay, angle 4 and angle 6, this will be also 180 degrees. Means suppose I will draw here again, this is two parallel line and one transversal. Now this angle and these angles are called interior angle, and angle on the same transversal, angle on the same transversal. So this sum of these two angle will be how much? 180 degree. Okay, sum of these two angle will be 180 degree. In the same way, this angle and this angle will also be how much? 180 degree. So what is this? They are called what? They are called each interior angles on the same sides of the transversal. Okay, interior angle on the same sides of transversal are called supplementary angle, or you can say are 180 degree. Okay, same sides of the transversal will be 180 degree. In the simple way we can say like that. Understood? Now we will start the exercise question of this exercise 5.2, isn't it? So come to the question. Question number 1. State the property that is used in each of the following statements. So what property is used, we have to tell now. Now if AB is parallel, now line A and B is what? Parallel. Then angle 1 is equal to angle 5. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5. So what is called it? We call it corresponding angles, isn't it? So we have to say the name, isn't it? We have to say the property. So what is that property? That property will be what? Corresponding angle, isn't it? Corresponding angles. Now again second one, if angle 4 is equal to 6. Now angle 4 you can see, isn't it? And angle 6 is equal. Then A is parallel to B. A is parallel to what? B. Angle means line A is parallel to line B. So this property is called what? Alternative angle, isn't it? So what is this property? Alternative angle. So last one is again given. Third is given. If angle 4 and angle 5. Now angle 4 and angle 5. This is what? Interior angle on the same sides of transversal, isn't it? Angle 4 and angle 5 are interior angle on the same sides of transversal, and if they are 180 degree, then they are supplementary angle. So what will be the property? So you will write interior angle on the same transversal, isn't it? Interior angle on the same transversal are 180 degrees. So I will show you the answer how to write. So here you can see answer for 1 is what? Corresponding angle, isn't it? Simply you can write angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Why? Corresponding angle. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of corresponding angles are what? Equal in measure. Now for the second one, what is given? Angle 4 is equal to angle 6, isn't it? So it is called what? Alternative interior angle. So when a transversal cut two line such that the pair of alternative angles are equal, the line have to be parallel. Okay, you have to write like this. Now 3 answer, angle 4 and angle 5 is equal to 180 degree and they are parallel, isn't it? That means when a transversal cut two lines such that the pair of interior angle on the same sides of the transversal are supplementary, then the line have to be parallel. Okay, then that line have to be parallel. So if it is given interior angle on the same transversal is 180 degree, then we will come to know that these two lines are parallel. Okay, if you will sum these two angles and you will not get 180 degree, that means these two lines will be not parallel. Okay, how you will check two lines are parallel or not? Just you will check the measure of interior angle, isn't it? Measure of interior angle on the same sides. Now come to the next question. Okay, I will erase all this and please write down all this in your notebook in a neat and clean way. So any doubt you can ask me. Now come to next question, or you can take a screenshot and you can write it later on. Now next question. Now question number 2. In the adjacent figure, identify the pair of corresponding angle, the pair of alternative angle and the pair of interior angle on the same sides of the transversal and the vertically opposite angle. So from this figure, so I will give this question as a homework. Okay, now this is just like the explanation. Okay, in the starting I have explained about that corresponding angle, alternative angle, isn't it? So that it will be just like that. So pair of corresponding angle. So which are the pair of corresponding angle? You can see 4 and 8 are corresponding angle, 1 and 5 are corresponding angle, isn't it? Then again 2 and 6 are also corresponding angle, and 3 and 7 are also corresponding angle. Then again alternative angle. So which will be the alternative angle? 3 and 5 are alternative angle. Then again 2 and 8 are alternative angle. Then again what is given here? The pair of interior angle on the same sides of transversal. Now same sides of transversal will be what? 2 and 5 and 8 and 3, isn't it? Now again vertically opposite angle. So you know what is vertically opposite angle, isn't it? Vertically opposite means when two lines are intersecting, then there will form a vertically opposite angle. Now if you will see here, two line is intersecting, isn't it? So angle 4 and angle 2 is vertically opposite angle, angle 1 and angle 3 is a vertically opposite angle. And for the downside, if you will see, angle 7 and 5 is vertically opposite angle, angle 8 and 6 is vertically opposite angle. So in this way you will write all the pairs. Okay, so question number 2 is your homework. Now come to next question, question number 3. Now question number 3. In the adjoining figure, P is parallel to Q. These two lines are what? Parallel line. Find the unknown angles. You have to find all the unknown angles. Here only one angle is given. How much? 125 degrees, isn't it? And you have to find all the unknown angle. Now you can see one transversal. This is one transversal. Sorry, my line is not straight. So this is one transversal. So if this is one transversal, then we will get what? Corresponding angle. We will get alternative angle, isn't it? So angle 125. What is the corresponding angle of 125? Corresponding angle of 125 is what? D, isn't it? That means D will be equal to how much? 125 degrees, isn't it? D will be 125 degree. Y corresponding angle. So in this way we will solve one by one. Okay, let me, now you can see the figure. This is the figure, isn't it? This is the given figure I have drawn here. Now the solution will be, now come to the solution. Now P is parallel to Q. This is given in the question, isn't it? And cut by a transversal line. And we can see the transversal line also. Now angle 125 plus E is equal to 180. Why? They are forming linear pair, isn't it? From the figure you can see they are forming linear pair. So E is equal to 180 minus 125 is equal to 55. So 55. Again E is equal to F. Why? Vertically opposite angle, isn't it? E is equal to F because vertically opposite angle. Then E is also 55 and F is also 55. Now again A is equal to F or not? Yes. Why? Alternative interior angle. Now A is equal to F. I will show you the figure. You can see this figure. If E is equal to 55 degree, then E is also equal to F, isn't it? So F will also be 55 degree. Now again F is equal to what? A, isn't it? Why? Alternative angle. So A is also equal to how much? A will be equal to 55 degree. Now if A is equal to 55 degree, then C is also equal to 55 degree. Why? Again they are alternative angle, isn't it? They are alternative angle. Now again angle B plus angle C is forming linear pair. So in this way you will find. So A plus B is again 180 degree. Why? A plus B is 180 degree. Why? Linear pair, isn't it? So because we got A is equal to F, F is equal to 55 degree. Now if A is equal to 55, then in place of A you are putting 55 plus B. Then B is equal to how much? 180 minus 55 is equal to 125 degree. Now A is equal to again C, isn't it? A is equal to C, that is 55 degree. Now B is equal to D. Why? Vertically opposite angle. They all are what? Forming vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are always equal, isn't it? So A value is 55, B value 125, and C value is again 55, and D value is 125, and E is 55, and F is 55 degree. So these are the value of question number 3. Hope you have understood. Now come to next question, question number 4. Now question number 4. Find the value of x in each of the following figure if L is parallel to M. Now L is parallel to what? M, isn't it? And now T is what? Transversal line. Now you have to find the value of what? X. Now here this value is given, isn't it? If this value is given, then you can see corresponding angle. So which will be the corresponding angle of 110? This angle is also how much? 110. Why? Corresponding angle, isn't it? Again now this is forming what? Linear pair. That means x plus 110 will be 180 degrees. So in this, from this you can find the value of x, isn't it? So what you will write? T is what? Transversal line, isn't it? So interior vertically opposite angle between L and T is what? 110 degrees, isn't it? So 110 plus x will be how much? 180 degree, because they are what? Supplementary angle, isn't it? Supplementary angle means 180 degrees. So x equal to 180 minus 110 is equal to how much? 70 degrees. So x value is equal to how much? 70 degree. Now come to the next question. First we will see the figure for this question. So here also what you have to find the value of x, isn't it? So L and M is parallel. Now this is parallel, and suppose A is transversal. Okay, A is transversal. Then this angle 100 is given, isn't it? This angle is given how much? 100 degree. And this angle. Now what you can say? Now angle 100 is equal to x. Why? They are corresponding angles or not? Angle 100 is equal to what? X. Why? They are corresponding angles. So x value will be what? X value will be 100. Very simple. Okay, what you will write? L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M, and A is transversal, okay? A is what? A is transversal. If A is transversal, then angle 100 is equal to XY corresponding angle. Simple, okay? You will write just like this. So question number, this is your homework, okay? You will complete this homework. Now come to question number 5. So question number 5 is given. In the given figure, the arms of two angles are equal. Arms of two angles are equal, okay? If angle ABC is 70 degree. Now ABC is what? 70 degree. Their arms are equal. Arms means what? Two arms are parallel, means this arm and this arm what? Parallel, okay? These two arms of these two angles are what? Parallel, means A is parallel to D. Now then find DGC. DGC you have to find. DGC, this angle you have to find, okay? Then again DEF. Where is DEF? DEF, this angle you have to find. Now come to the solution. So you can see the figure, this figure is given, isn't it? Angle ABC is given 70 degree. Now we have to find two different angles, isn't it? So AB is parallel to DE, isn't it? Because it is given in the question that AB means the arms of the two angles are equal, isn't it? Arms of the two angles are equal, so equal and parallel. So AB is what? AB is parallel to DE. AB is parallel to DE and BC is transversal. Now what? BC is our transversal, okay? Then angle ABC. Now if this is transversal, then this angle is how much? 70 degree. This is already given in the question. Then angle DGC means this angle will also be 70 or not, because this is also what? Corresponding angle. Now these two lines is what? Parallel line, then one transversal line is like this. So this angle and this angle will be what? Corresponding angle, isn't it? So if this is 70, then this angle will also be what? 70 degree. That is why angle ABC is equal to DGC, y corresponding angle. So DGC is also 70 degrees. So we got one value. Now again for the another. Now BC is again parallel to EF. All the M's are parallel means what? BC is again parallel to EF. Now again this is transversal, okay? If this is transversal, then this angle is equal to this angle, y corresponding angle. So angle DEF will be how much? 70, because here we got 70 degree, then here we got 70 degree, then this angle will also be 70 degree, isn't it? So these two are parallel line and one transversal, means in this BC, this is B and this is C, isn't it? Now this is again E, this is E and this is F. Now these two lines are parallel, one transversal. Then this angle and these angles are what? Corresponding angle, isn't it? That is why DGC is equal to DEF, why? They are corresponding angles. So therefore DEF is also 70 degree from equation number 1, because DGC is 70, that means DEF will also 70 degree. Hope you have understood. So in your answer, in your solution, you have to draw the figure also. Now come to question number 6. Now question number 6, in the given figure below, decide whether L is parallel to M. Now L, both are parallel or not, we have to decide, okay? Now in the before also I have explained, if two line will be parallel, then sum of the interior angle on the same transversal will be 180 degree, isn't it? So which are the interiors angle on the same transversal? 44 plus 126, isn't it? If you will plus these two angles and if you will get 180 degree, then we can say L is parallel to M, okay? Then we can say L is parallel to M. Now what will be the answer for this question? So answer for this question, what you will do, 126 plus 44 is equal to 170 degree, isn't it? So that means it is not equal to 180 degree. So L is not parallel to M. If you will get 180 degree of this, if you will get this two angle 180, then it will be parallel. But here we are getting only 170 degree, isn't it? That is why angle L is not parallel to angle M, because sum of interior opposite angles should be 180 degree. Now for the next question, you can see this figure, isn't it? Now we have to prove L is parallel to M or not. Now this is given how much? 75 degrees. So what is the corresponding angle of this angle? So corresponding angle of this angle will be this one, isn't it? So this will also be 75 degree. Now this will form, this have to form linear pair. Now 75 plus 75 is 180 degree. No, isn't it? So this will also be not parallel. So now 75 plus 75 is equal to how much? 150 degree. So L is not parallel to M because sum of angle does not obey the property of parallel line, isn't it? They are not obeying the property of parallel line, because if this angle is 75 degree, then corresponding angle, this is corresponding angles, isn't it? This is corresponding angle. So this 75 plus 75 is not equal because this is a straight line. So straight line is always how much? 180 degree, but here we are getting only 150 degree. So they are not parallel, okay? They are not obeying the property of parallel line. Now third one, now this is what? 57 degree and this is given 123 degree. Now what is the corresponding angle of 57 degree? Corresponding angle will be this one, isn't it? So this will also be 57 degree. 57 degree. Now again this L is a straight line, isn't it? So L should be a straight line. So 123 plus 57. So you have to add 100. You have to add what? You have to add 75 plus 123, isn't it? This is 123. So how much we got? 180 degree. That means L is parallel to M due to the supplementary angle property of parallel line. So directly just you can write L is parallel to M because supplementary angle property of parallel lines, isn't it? Now 4 question is given. This one, now here you can see if L and M, so we have to assume L and M is parallel, isn't it? Then 72 is given here. So what is the corresponding angles of 72? So corresponding angle will be this one, isn't it? So that means corresponding angles are equal. So this angle will also be 72 degree. Now when you will see this straight line, they are forming supplementary or not, we have to check. That means 98 degree plus 72 we have to plus. So how much we are getting? 170. So which is not equal to 180, isn't it? So L is not parallel to M because sum of angle does not obey the property of parallel lines. Okay, you have to practice how much as you can, okay? Otherwise you will forget all this. So I think this was the last question of this exercise and of this chapter. Any doubt in this chapter regarding this chapter, you can ask me without any hesitation. So thank you all of you for watching my video, and please do like and subscribe to my channel, and also you can share with your friends, okay, who are studying in the same class. So thank you till that, bye bye, and see you soon in the next video.